Dramatic developments that played out in Maharashtra yesterday as Minister in the Aghadi government, Nawab Malik, has been taken into custody by the Enforcement Directorate and remanded to their custody for 8 days. That's till March 3rd. The probe agency has made explosive allegations against the NCP minister. The ED said that Malik funded the Dawood terror network through his younger sister Hasina Parker. The probe agency said in court that Malik funded prominent D gang members to get illegal control of property, and he's also charged with money laundering. While seeking Malik's custody, the Enforcement Directorate claimed that the Maharashtra minister is a key conspirator and beneficiary of the entire charade. As Nawab Malik spends time in the probe agency's custody, a big political fight, as expected, has broken out. The NCP has alleged that the Modi government is in fact misusing the central agencies to settle personal scores with Nawab Malik. On the other hand, the BJP has demanded Nawab Malik's resignation and threatening to stage massive protests if he does not step down. The NCP has made it clear as of now that there is no question of a resignation.
और जहां तक मंत्री इस्तीफा नहीं देंगे, ये सरकार ने ली हुई भूमिका है, मुझे इस बात का बहुत दुख है। राजनीति का स्तर अगर इतना गिरेगा तो इससे बहुत एक बैड प्रेसिडेंट हम लोग क्रिएट करेंगे कि दाऊद जैसे देश के दुश्मन को मदद जिनके माध्यम से हुई, उनको बचाने के लिए और उनका मंत्री पद बचाने के लिए पूरी सरकार उनके पीछे खड़ी है। मुझे लगता है कि इसका देश को जवाब इस सरकार को देना पड़ेगा।
इस्तीफा उनका नहीं लिया जाएगा क्योंकि उन्होंने कोई भी गलत काम नहीं किया है। ये सिर्फ उनके ऊपर वो अटैक करते थे, विरोधी पक्ष के ऊपर, इसलिए जो है उनको सजा दी जा रही है। ये PMLA का केस ही नहीं है कुछ वहाँ। PMLA का केस कहाँ है? पूरे सारे जो हिस्ट्री जो है, दाऊद का ये है, दाऊद का भाई ये है, दाऊद की बहन ये है, क्या अब ये सारे जो जिसका क्या संबंध होता है, वो मेरे ख्याल से हम सब लोग जो सुनते थे क्या क्या हो रहा है, और ये हम जब देखते हैं इसकी तरफ, तब ये लगता है कि उनका कोई भी दोष नहीं है।
The Enforcement Directorate takes the high-profile Maharashtra Minister Nawab Malik into custody. The arrest took place at 3 p.m. following hours of questioning that started around 8 in the morning. The ED claims it has proof of alleged deals between Malik and the D gang, run by India's most wanted Dawood Ibrahim. Malik responded fiercely to the arrest. The arrest order said the ED has found proof of money laundering by the minister but did not elaborate. Sources in the agency tell India Today the chain of events started last week after the central agency conducted searches at various locations linked to Dawood Ibrahim's underworld empire. On Monday, ED questioned son of Dawood's sister Hasina Parker. The son, Ali Shah, allegedly named Malik. ED sources say they are probing a deal between Nawab Malik and Dawood's associates. The alleged deal took place between Malik, Sardar Shah Wali Khan and Salim Patel. While Salim Patel is the bodyguard of Dawood's sister Hasina Parker, Shah Wali Khan is a close aide of the Don. Sources say Malik allegedly bought property worth crores from Khan and Patel for just 30 lakh rupees. The arrest has triggered a political war in the state.
राजनीति इतने नीचे स्तर पर जा सकती है, ये बड़ी ही निराशाजनक और गलत बात है। मैं तो कहूँगा ये नगरपालिका, महानगरपालिका के स्तर पर जो होता है उससे भी बदतर होकर, उससे भी नीचे स्तर पर राजनीति का स्तर गिर गया है।
आज महाराष्ट्र के कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर नवाब मलिक को फाइनली ईडी ने गिरफ्तार किया। अब इस गिरफ्तारी के बाद उन्होंने इस्तीफा देना चाहिए। यह महाराष्ट्र की परंपरा है। इस प्रकार का कानून भी है कि जब कोई मिनिस्टर पर आरोप लगते हैं और आरोप इतने हैं कि उसमें गिरफ्तारी होती है, अब ये विषय शुरू हो जाएगा कि नहीं वो अभी तो गिरफ्तारी हुई है, अब और आगे चलना है वगैरह वगैरह, ये नैतिकता है।
The arrest of Nawab Malik could shake up Maharashtra politics. The latest flashpoint between Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi and the BJP has the potential to destabilize the Uddhav Thackeray government. Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's take this across to Pankaj Upadhyay. He's joining us live from Mumbai with the latest updates on the story. Pankaj, good morning. You know, we just played out the reactions that have come in on the story, with the government making it very, very clear that there's no question of Nawab Malik right now resigning. They're calling this a witch hunt. But the reality is that if you look at the kind of allegations that have been leveled against Nawab Malik, they're extremely serious. They directly link him to several aides of Dawood Ibrahim.
Well, absolutely. Good morning, Akshata. Let me apprise you with the very latest, first of all. I'm near Mantralaya. So as a mark of solidarity, all the Vikas Aghadi ministers are going to sit in a peaceful protest near the statue of Mahatma Gandhi. In fact, even as we speak, preparations are underway. Shamiyanas have been placed on either side near Bapu's statue, where the MVA leaders in some hours from now, as we've been told, will be participating in a peaceful protest demonstration. What the MVA leaders here are saying is that the arrest of senior NCP leader, chief party spokesperson and also a cabinet minister is absolutely unconstitutional, and that he has done nothing wrong. In fact, NCP Supremo, as we saw yesterday, went on the extent of, Sharad Pawar went on to the extent of saying that this is clear misuse of power. So while on one hand, we have the BJP demanding the resignation of Nawab Malik, on the other hand, the MVA says that they're going to stand firmly behind Nawab Malik and that he's done nothing wrong. But as you rightly pointed out, the charges that have been leveled by the Enforcement Directorate are of a serious nature. And
That's right.
In fact, let me also apprise the viewers, when the Enforcement Directorate had recorded the statement of Hasina Parker's son, Alishan Parker, therein he had said that Nawab Malik had dealings with Hasina Parker with regards to certain land dealings. And this was when? This was the very trigger, Akshita, which forced the ED to take action against Nawab Malik. There is a legal side to it, of course, then there is a political side. It really remains to be seen to what sort of a counter move now will the MVA come out with, because this is a huge setback after Anil Deshmukh, the former Home Minister of Maharashtra, his second cabinet minister in ED custody. A big political war is now on in Maharashtra, and today we're going to see how the various MVA leaders, as mark of solidarity, are going to sit together in peaceful demonstration.
We'll come to you when the demonstration happens, but as Pankaj pointed out, there are two aspects to the story. One is the investigation itself by the Enforcement Directorate. The other is the politics of it. In our next report, we get you all of the reactions that have come in from the Vikas Aghadi. The Aghadi government at this point is completely backing Nawab Malik. They're saying there's no question of him stepping down, referring to all of this as nothing but a witch hunt against their minister. The BJP is saying, with such grave charges coming to the fore, the least that can be done is that Nawab Malik resigns.
A Mahayuddh is unfolding in Maharashtra. As the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi and the BJP engage in a fierce stare-down, who will blink first? In a surprise swoop down by the Enforcement Directorate, sitting NCP Minister Nawab Malik was grilled, arrested and remanded to custody in less than 12 hours on Wednesday for his alleged link to the D Company. Nawab Malik has declared an open war. After hours of grilling, the Mantri walked out of the ED office with a smirk on his face and his fist punching in the air. He publicly sounded the bugle for war. The BJP is upping the ante in Maharashtra, calling for Nawab Malik to put down his papers.
और जहां तक मंत्री इस्तीफा नहीं देंगे, ये सरकार ने ली हुई भूमिका है, मुझे इस बात का बहुत दुख है। राजनीति का स्तर अगर इतना गिरेगा तो इससे बहुत एक बैड प्रेसिडेंट हम लोग क्रिएट करेंगे कि दाऊद जैसे देश के दुश्मन को मदद जिनके माध्यम से हुई, उनको बचाने के लिए और उनका मंत्री पद बचाने के लिए पूरी सरकार उनके पीछे खड़ी है। मुझे लगता है कि इसका देश को जवाब इस सरकार को देना पड़ेगा।
But the Aghadi government remains defiant despite the arrest, saying Malik will not step down.
इस्तीफा उनका नहीं लिया जाएगा क्योंकि उन्होंने कोई भी गलत काम नहीं किया है। ये सिर्फ उनके ऊपर वो अटैक करते थे, विरोधी पक्ष के ऊपर, इसलिए जो है उनको सजा दी जा रही है।
The NCP has accused the centre of vendetta politics against them, even going to the extent of giving the arrest a communal spin.
Prevention of money laundering comes when the transaction or allegation is above 100 crore. This charges, this transaction, this deal has been taken 15 to 17 years old case. And because he's a Muslim, that is why you're trying to link with Dawood Ibrahim.
The Shiv Sena has sharpened its attack on the BJP, saying it can never face the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi face to face. The BJP's rivals are rallying behind the Maharashtra government, accusing the centre of misusing central agencies.
देखिए, भारतीय जनता पार्टी जिस समय घबराती है, इस तरह की एजेंसियों को सामने ला करके लोगों को अपमानित करती है, झूठे मुकदमे लगा करके जेल भेजती है। हमने कई बार देखा है, यहाँ पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार ने बताया था कि उनको खतरा है, टेररिस्ट अटैक हो सकता है विधानसभा में। कोई पुड़िया निकली थी और बाद में वो पुड़िया निकली बुरादा, लकड़ी का घिसा हुआ पाउडर। तो ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोग कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, किसी को भी अपमानित कर सकते हैं।
West Bengal Chief Minister dialed NCP Chief Sharad Pawar to express her support. In another ugly battle between the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi and centre, more sensational twists are likely to tumble out from Maharashtra. Bureau Report, India Today.
And to really focus on all the politics of this big development that happened last evening, Vidya is joining us live from Mumbai. Vidya, this is the last thing that the Aghadi government needs. While they're being very defensive and defiant here over the allegations against Nawab Malik, first you had the case with Anil Deshmukh, now another top minister of Nawab Malik. So whatever said and done, whatever the Aghadi government's defense is here, this does hurt them.
Well, it certainly does. In fact, we have been around this place in Enforcement Directorate's office since the last many months. First, in November, it was Anil Deshmukh, and now it is Nawab Malik who have been arrested. And to see to it that law and order does not really go out of hand, there's a heavy bandobast of police personnel, which have been deployment of police personnel, which has been done here. You can see this entire area has been cordoned off. There's not a vehicle that can enter here without permission. Yesterday, we had seen a protest by NCP immediately after Nawab Malik's arrest came to the fore, but immediately after that, special, RAF, Rapid Action Force, and all these special forces were put here to see to it that no other incident really happens here again, similar to what happened yesterday. And of course, the ED itself is trying to interrogate. What we have gotten to know is that since last night, when they got the remand till March 3, of Nawab Malik, there has been heavy interrogation day in and day out, which has started of Nawab Malik, and they are trying to, get further documents. They are trying to get further proof, and of course record Nawab Malik's statement itself with regards to the various documents that have come in the fore. Remember, there's a document from 1989 as well, which the complainant Munira Patel, plumber, has given to the ED, which stated very clearly that Nawab Malik was, threatening, was, putting a pressure on her to give up the land. So all those kind of evidences that the ED needs to put up a strong case against Nawab Malik, that is being right now investigated right here at the ED office. But certainly the politics will remain, but we'll have to really see what really happens in this case, whether it is only politics or is there anything really worthwhile for the investigating agency to look into.
So we'll be tracking that very closely. What kind of evidence has the Enforcement Directorate got against Nawab Malik? Nawab Malik so far, remember, has put on a very, very resilient face when When he emerged out of that ED office with his fist in the air, he made it very, very clear that he's vying for a fight here and will not go down without a fight. Vidya, thank you very much for joining us with all of those details. We're cutting across to some breaking news coming in.